All right, so we'll pick up the live stream recording here. If you're watching live or if you're watching on YouTube, welcome. This is going to be the start of a new game of Humankind. We're going to be playing on the highest difficulty, which is also called Humankind, somewhat confusingly. And the gimmick or variant for this game is that we're going to randomly pick our culture each time we enter a new era using random.org, which I've used for AI Survivor draws. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. I've picked these lovely pink borders with the Stegosaurus emblem. That'll be our setup here. So we are in the Neolithic era. That means we need to find where stuff is. So, all right, so far we haven't found anything. There's, okay, this is one of the weaker early game resources. +2 money per gemstone on market quarter. You don't build a lot of market quarters early. Oh, there's a curiosity. Okay, well, let's head in that direction. So why did my movement stop? Is this a food one? No, it's a science one. So these woodlands cost 1 movement. These forests cost 2. It's a little, I'm often confused at the difficulty between them. So the terrain is pretty crummy.
Even those who have disappeared.
All right, we got
Very clever.
okay. Now it means we can already look to set up outposts, but so far there's nothing that looks amazing on the map. Like I wouldn't, well, let's scout a little bit more. I do think it's often useful to get an outpost down early, but let's see if we can find like a river valley or something. Boy, turning on the cold setting made this a very cold map. Oh, hey, animal lair. This is not the resource I want. It's a gemstone is a bad early game resource. Well, we can ransack that for 5 food, so we might as well. Down here looks a little bit more promising. There's more food at least. Honestly, making the map weaker is kind of makes the game harder and not easier. All right, so we'll take the 5 food. So I haven't seen too much yet. Obviously, we're just kind of wandering blindly. All right, really not seeing a whole lot. Is there any place that looks like a decent spot to build an outpost? Honestly, everything's looked pretty terrible so far. There's some food over here. Actually, that would be pretty good. Where was it? There was a 12-6. That's okay. It's not bad. That's probably the best place we've seen so far. So I might want to head in that direction. Plus, there are some resources in that region. Might want to head in that direction just to see. Wonderful land leak. Oh, someone found a natural wonder. Okay, so that just randomly popped up. That was not there last turn. Okay, so we need one more food curiosity. There's one over there. Could also just kill that. That would give us 5 food as well. Let's get over there and kill that thing. This animal. Having 1 unit on turn 4 is not great, but it is what it is. Okay. What's this? +2 food on city or outpost. This isn't that great, but... Alright, so we're going to grab this. I have 1 movement point left. Wait, I can't move on that tile? What? Oh, is it a cliff? Okay, well in that case we'll attack, and then we can move. Alright, end deployment. So we have a huge advantage here because we're on the high ground. I could also just defend and have this thing attack me. Let's see if this I believe this thing will just attack me because I believe animals always attack you no matter what. Like, might as well take even less damage if we can. That was actually a terrible roll for us. I know that might not sound like it, but we took 20 damage on a roll of 5 to 25. I'll just defend, let you attack us. Yeah, 8 against 55. That's more what I was expecting. Okay, I have no idea why this line way out there continues to get highlighted. I mean, we might as well take less damage, right? Just do the same thing. Animals suicide themselves. Wait, I took another 25... What? Another max damage from them? What the heck? Alright, anyway. So now I've got a second unit. I'll split these off. I'll have one start setting up the outpost. Let's see if there's any better spot that we've identified. This right here still seems to be the best spot out of everything I've seen. I'd rather just get it started so it starts getting set up quickly. And then I can have the other unit start grabbing these curiosities. Yeah, I have no idea how this unit took that much damage. The enemy unit rolled max, like 25 is literally the max damage possible that unit rolled. Oh well. Okay, so we're gonna split you off. No, you specifically. There we go. Oh, hello. Found some more stuff. Oh, there's another culture right over here. Look at that. So let's have you, there's 2 food ones here. Let's have you go grab this science curiosity before it gets snapped up. And then I can always double back. I'd love to get the science star. All right, so here's the other unit we've mentioned. Now, again, we lose any fights against the AI on this difficulty one-on-one because our units are strength 10 and theirs are strength 12. Nice, we got a 3 science one. Excellent. Actually, we now found 2 AI cultures. Oh boy. Okay. Well, we know where the AI is. We can now this will be our back lines. Hope we can defend the capital. They're planting an outpost over there too. Well, I am not trying to fight with them. Yikes, the silver is a much better... Unfortunately, I have a really crummy... Apparently my resource is this one, which is one of the weakest resources possible. Oh well. Food curiosity seem to have lost their... Yeah. Well, we know there's a food curiosity up here as well. Let's see if we get attacked here. I would not be shocked if we do. No, they attacked each other. Excellent. Help? Could you not cut off my unit? Because I need to be able to retreat back towards my other unit. Yeah, remember, the AI is very aggressive in this game. All right. Let's grab the food with you. That's 10. Okay. Now I'd like to have you grab the other food. So it's the same unit grabbing the food ones. Hopefully they don't try to pillage this. I do have 2 units. If one of them comes in... Yeah, 2 continents that I already know both of the inhabitants 4 turns into the game. Let's hope that they leave me alone. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Whether they like try to run...
See what happens when foreign cultures get together and decide to murder each other.
Alright. Yikes. I do not want to fight this battle because they will deploy on this tile. And look where my banner is, way down here. This is a retreat. Well, remember how I said I hope the AI wouldn't be aggressive? Yeah, that is not what's happening at all. They are being very aggressive. They're charging directly towards me, and I would, as much as I want to grab this, I don't think I can. Let's grab this, and then I'll probably have to merge my units together. I was only a 1 science. I'd probably have to merge these units together next turn, because I cannot fight them separately. I'm just hoping they don't run in and try to pillage my outpost, which they absolutely could. All right, well, before we do that, oh, I can't combine my units together because I don't have the thing, and I can't retreat. Shoot, this is not great. But I can deploy up here at least. This is a better spot for a battle. They can deploy up there, but... All right, I got a pretty good dice roll from that round. Yeah, the AI is super aggressive in this game. See, they just innately get an advantage. But I can just defend and end out the round. Obviously, it's not great, but... And now they just walk up and attack again before I even... This is what I don't like about this game. Like, I don't even get a chance to move, but at least I can retreat now. +5 food, that's not going to do anything. I'll take the +2 beakers. Get me closer to that science star. Get me out of this early era. So if I can get to this, I can maybe get a third unit. Oh, it was a 5 food curiosity. Oh, come on. They can be 5, 10, or 15. I rolled the lowest possible. Ah. They're going to chase after this unit and kill it, aren't they? I could have merged these units together and I didn't. 15 is on rivers? I didn't realize that. So I'm close to getting the knowledge star, but... Move before they act. It feels like... Do you see how I was like dodging them? Alright, if I can merge my 2 units together, I'll get a third unit here. I'm literally like clicking as... It's literally like this whole thing where they move on your turn is the most bizarre thing ever. I really still do not understand that at all. I'm literally like clicking at the start of the turn to dash my units before they get to move them. It's so bizarre. You can give your unit... Yeah, it's like you have to fast move in response to them. It's so weird. Anyway, at least they did not pillage my outpost, thank goodness. I really, really, really want to get the knowledge star because it's so helpful for the next era. It's kind of like playing real-time multiplayer. It's so weird. It's like, why does the game work this way? It's so bizarre. Anyway.
By building an outpost, claiming territory is this easy. The trick, of course, is keeping it.
Okay, so if these units merge together, I will get a third unit because it'll combine the 15 on this unit with the 5 on this one. So let's do that. Or that could happen. Okay. I'm going to keep these 2 units together. I've got 5 and 5U. Let's see if you can go grab that science curiosity that we know is out there. And now maybe you 2 can go grab this. I know there's another one over there. So there's 5 food on this unit. So, like, if this one could... I think I should have moved onto this tile so I could move there and then back again. Anyway, we can't advance into a city until... What is this? Oh, well, you can actually build a tribe for... I didn't know you could build a tribe for 5 influence. That's interesting. Well, I'm hoping we can advance via the science star. Oh, and apparently population and outpost counts too. I actually didn't know that. There's only 1 science. Okay, well... Only 5 food, that was not worth it. Did not know it would only be 5 food though. So we have 10 here, we have 5 here. If we can combine these together, we can get another one. But I really would like to get, I just need 2 more science. How many people have advanced into the next era, just out of curiosity? I don't think anyone has advanced into the new era yet. That's kind of weird that no AI has gone to the next era yet. Okay. Looks like 2 AIs were fighting each other down there. Obviously there's a mammoth over there that I could potentially... Alright, so we've got 10 food here. Let's combine you guys and get another unit. I want to try to get the science star. I'm just going to split up these units and send them running off. I want to wait at least a turn or two to see if I can get this. I don't feel that. Yeah, you can only see the... So someone picked the Harappans. It wasn't either of these two. They haven't picked anything yet. Oh wait, I guess they now have scouts. So I guess this group did advance the era or something. Hittites. +2, done. There we go. Now we can advance the era. Let's just see if we can find anything else though. +1. Oh, this is just our getting the knowledge star. So out of these three choices, you can get +1 industry per pop, +1 food per pop, or +1 science per pop. It is much, much, much easier to get food and pop and industry. So you definitely want science out of these. Just because like food and production are on the map, science is not on the map. So this is by far the best option out of those three. Okay, so now we do want to adopt. Oh, we got a random.org this. Okay. So what's been taken? Oh wow, a lot of stuff got taken. So the Harappans were taken by these people who have the bear symbol, which is not these. So Kerma is, so we've got, hold on. So the Nubians were taken and the Mycenaeans. So these are the two people that are next to us, Mycenae and Nubia. Ugh. I don't like either of them being in the hands of these guys. Now, if I were just playing normally, I'd just take Egypt here. And then the Hittites, at least I'm not next to the Hittites. They're pretty scary. And the Harappans, the AI loves to pick the Harappans. All right, so we have the choice between Assyrians 1, Babylonians 2, Egyptians 3, Olmecs 4, Phoenicians 5, and Joe 6. I think any of these except the Phoenicians would be decent. I don't really like the Assyrians because they're if you want to be aggressive early. Don't really want the Assyrians either. Any of the others I'd be pretty happy with. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just in order. So let's go ahead. Here's our first roll of the game. Okay. All right, can you guys see this? Yes, you should be able to see. Okay. Fine. Random.org, right? You guys can see the random.org? Yes, you can see it. Okay. So there's just a straight 1 through 6. And 2. Which one's 2? Go back to Humankind. 2 is Babylon. Nice. They are the science civ in the early game. That's not bad at all. They're unique, so it's +2 science per research technology on capital. Good early, does not scale great into the late game. They are, normally the research quarter is not something you can build until the later game, but they basically can build a research quarter right away. And the nice thing is it also counts as a farmer's quarter, so that's not bad. And what's their unique unit? I don't have a lot of experience with this. They have a spear. It's a better version of the spear. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, their unique ability is not good, but the astronomy house is quite good. Like this unit's just okay. This is honestly pretty bad, but this district's quite nice. Need to hook up copper. The good news is I actually have copper at my first city. All right, so we can't do that until the next turn. Okay, whatever. I could actually convert 5 influence into another unit. That's not the worst idea, but I think I'll pass on it. All right, I want to split these guys up and just explore and see what's out here because I need more map knowledge. Can I get a unit over to that tile? I think I can. 1, 2, 3. Nope, it's not in range. That is also not in range. Because I need to know where I want to like place my upcoming outposts. Because that's going to be the next thing is we're going to want to get another outpost and attach it to our capital. These two I'm going to keep together just because there's a lot of AI units wandering around in this area. And I want to have 2 units stacked together. T and river would be so... Yeah, this area up here looks good. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to... You know, I could put an outpost over here, though. Like, right here would be nice. And the T is excellent. Again, it doesn't... It's not so great for the early game because it's a percentage instead of a flat. But anything that gives food is really, really good. Because food translates directly into population. It's not as good as industry, but it's a heck of a lot better than these gemstones that literally do nothing until I build market quarters, which is not going to happen until basically forever. So yeah, this looks like the most promising direction for expansion. Unfortunately, it also puts us directly into competition with green AI. We'll actually find out who they are on this turn. I'm hoping it's one of the more peaceful AIs. Not like Agamemnon or Gilgamesh, who are super aggressive.
Develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important, rumors and hearsay.
The little narration's pretty funny.
More than just markets for the Babylonians. It's also the beginning of mathematics, astronomy, and a set of codified laws that I wouldn't want to be caught breaking.
So, first things first, you guys think of a name that we want to give to our city.
City means shelter for those who need it, a place to store food.
I don't know, that's kind of a weird name, but I'll consider it. Alia Yacta Est. Oh man, we do not have much production here, do we? Okay, that'll help. We're definitely going to be running industry specialists here because we need extra production. So we get +7 influence per turn. That's pretty nice. How much does it cost to set up the next outpost? 61. I wish it would just tell me, because I'd love to scout out. See, like, this is what I would like. Here's something that I would like. No, I know what it means, Burninator. I'm aware of what it means. It's kind of awkward to refer to. Caesar is better. That's something that's easier to refer to. Now, where's the rename button? I know there's a button right here to rename. I swear I've done it before a bunch of times. There it is. Thank you, guys. Not for the city name? Okay. Yeah, I'm aware of it, where it comes from. I actually like that better. Caesarea works for me. Okay. All right, so what are we going to build in here? Well, how much production does this add? 7, not bad, but I think it might be more worthwhile to. Food is 7. Can also build this for 6 food, and how much? This doesn't do a whole lot early on, does it? Yeah, this doesn't do a whole lot early on. Does this provide influence? Most unique districts give you extra influence for building them. Don't trust the pop-up of yields. It lies, sadly. Yeah, that's not great. It takes into account the tile it's built on. I see. So remove the yield on that tile. Ugh. So like this is not actually 7. Like here it is 4, not 6. Ugh. That's bad. They need to fix that. They cannot have a UI that lies as far as what it does. This is 5. So this is where being Egypt is really nice. I get +1 production on every one of these. Still, I probably need to increase production more than anything. Like, I would like to get my unique district down to be sure. Because it does act as a farmer's quarter, but the problem is it's also like double the, it's almost double the cost. It's 80 as opposed to 52. I think I need to get production more than anything else. Now, if I build here and then build another maker's quarter here, that would actually increase production by a lot because it would pull all three of these together. So I think that would be pretty good. I feel like the new artwork that they have for a lot of these units. So can't build on a resource. I think this is the way to go. And then we'll probably build one of these and then the pottery workshop and then another maker's quarter. It's just too important to get production going early on. Hey, at least we're going to get a little bit more food immediately thereafter. All right, let's see what else we can do. So yeah, what I'd really want to do is, even though now obviously I can't build an additional outpost right now, but I really would like to be able to hover the map and see what the yields are for building it. I have to believe that they're better over here than anywhere else. But like, it would be really nice to be able to say, hey, what's the yield of putting an outpost on this tile? Instead I like have to count it all up manually, which is super annoying. So yeah, we'd like to drop an outpost over here to gain control of these resources, and it looks like the strongest terrain. Wow, we are super close to their capitals. Holy cow. All right, well, what AIs do we have? We have Alyssa. She's not one of the most aggressive AIs. Their archetype is hateful. Awesome. That's always a good sign. Okay, well, at least we're off to a good start. I am not looking to pick a fight with these two. Hateful is +2 strength on every unit. Well, so they already get +2 strength, so does that mean +4 on every unit? Yikes. No. Hateful is not that. Okay. In strengths? Crusader? Okay, I don't know what that means. All right. You were just there now. I still don't know what that means. I don't really know much of the diplomacy. I still haven't figured out what the heck all this is going on. Archetypes, strengths. Down here. Okay. These things. All right. Okay, let's see what our other AI is. Oh, that's not good. Gilgamesh is one of the most aggressive AI leaders. So +1 combat strength on emblematic unit. +5 industry on maker's quarters. That's very good. Well, all we can do for right now is see if we can try to improve relations. That's very strong. If the AI doesn't get enough benefits already. And the Mycenaeans want to expand down here. They already have no one has set up an outpost in this area yet. I'm gonna stick to my own territory where they can't come attack me, at least not immediately. Because I am trying not to provoke these AIs. They are much stronger than me in the early game. Oh, we gained 30 beakers. Okay. I hope that wasn't lost because I don't have a... Nope, it wasn't lost yet. Okay, so what do we pick here? So we can get something immediately. Do we want the ability to connect resources? Do we want the lumberyard? Because that is plus industry on forest and woodland. Although I don't think we're exploiting any of those tiles right now. Long term, we definitely need to get down here. It's not going to be city defense. That would be do we have any horses? We don't have horses yet, but if we claim this territory, we'll have access to horses. So I'm going to take the domestication so we can connect horses. That's a good first tech, I think. All right. Yeah, hopefully these two fight each other. They are extremely close to each other. This is a wild opening, having the three of us literally on top of each other. I mean, a small map is a small map, but it's not that small, trust me. A small map with 2 continents is not this tiny. We're literally all right on top of each other. Anyway. This is an animal sanctuary up there. Okay. It's a small map with 2 continents. So it should have 2 continents that are decent size. Like each continent should be enough to hold probably 8 to 10 cities, something like that. It's 40% land. Good question. 40% was what I picked. I mean, the territory over here does not seem that good. No, I think you can do as little as 20%. I think it starts at 20% and then goes up. 40% is definitely not the smallest. Wait. How is this resource already connected? How did this resource get auto-connected? What? I don't understand how this resource is already connected. Don't you have to connect them manually? Oh well. Somehow the horses are just immediately connected. Nubians, they bought it? Wait, what? They bought one of my resources? How did that happen? They can buy resources in my territory if we have the luxury. Okay. I mean, that saves me from having to connect it. Okay. So if I do this, I can drop the makers. Although it actually increased the cost of the makers quarter by a lot because this counts as a district. So that was kind of bad. See, the district cost was 52 and it went up to 74 because this counts as a district. So that's honestly not great. Ugh. Well, it did go up. It definitely went up. It went up from 52 to 74. Feels like a pretty big increase. Oh well. We do get, what's the benefit we get for the horse? We do get a little bit of a benefit. We get the 2 food, 2 beakers, so our science went up by a decent bit. Anyway, this might be the only chance I have to see what's on these tiles, so. Alright, that's probably as far as we get to see over here. Now, in terms of resources, I don't really love most of the resources we have. This could be a decent place to set up an outpost too, because it would block the expansion of the AI in this direction. One of these two, as soon as we only need a couple more turns to drop the outpost. We'll see what looks like the best spot. Although you never mind, this has to be higher priority because of the tea. The tea is valuable, and there's double horses. This has to be the higher priority. And then we've got pearls, and then we've got gemstones. Where was this in my Mansa Musa game? So like the perfect resources for that variant. Not such strong resources otherwise. All right, so we get to pick another tech. I think I want this because the lumberyard I think would be useful. Also, archers could be handy to have if I need to train units. Yep, Nubians invested in your extractor. So it would seem. I get to move another tile? Okay. Okay, we just got 42 beakers. That's a lot when we're only making 9 per turn. So we just finished carpentry. Okay. What that says about how fast the AI is teching, I don't want to think about. I'll do calendar next. Because I do want to be able to connect resources. Okay, let's end our turn on higher ground, just in case the AI would decide to come and attack these two. Well, there's more down here than I thought. That's true. More techs do increase my civ bonus. That's right. It keeps going up. I won't really have to run a lot of science specialists in the early game. Now, if I could just get some more production. I'm like desperately trying to get production here in a non-Egypt game. Oh, I remembered I should turn on the district borders. Oh, look at that. They've already got a maker's quarter done. Oh, there's a curiosity. Okay. I need 61, remember, to set up the next outpost. Wait, what? Why is it 111? What the heck? What? Why did it go up to 111? What? You can't tell me that them buying a resource, it's, oh, because I'm in a different territory. Okay, never mind. You're in a different region. Okay. Whew. For a second there, I thought that it had gone up to some crazy amount. Yeah, so like oftentimes I might be looking to pick fights with the AI, but that does harm relations. Oh, that 22 gold's nice. All right, give me something good. 40 gold. Okay, you know what? That might be enough for us to rush by this. Yeah, save some time. I'll speed this up by a turn. That actually does matter. Okay. So now we've got this district done. So this would be nice, but it's still too expensive. This is where we want to put this. This was the move I was looking for. The question is, do I build this for 5 turns or this for 3 turns? I think I go production again because that'll speed up the pottery workshop afterwards. So this was the one I wanted because it exploits 3 new tiles. I realize it's only +9 and not actually +11, but still. Okay. And then we'll backtrack for this and then maybe build our astronomy house afterwards. So we're 2 turns away from being able to set up this outpost with 61. I'll take another 22 gold. This early in the game, accelerating the first district by like a turn is pretty worthwhile. I mean, I guess we could technically go into collective minds because we're a science civ, but that does not feel too good. Over here, I'm sure I could fight this, but let's try to be friends with our neighbor. As I said, I don't actually want to get into a war with these guys. Now that I've scouted out down here, I'm more or less ready to back off. I'd be willing to let them have this territory if I can take this territory and start sealing off the north and get like a second city down here somewhere. It doesn't look like we're going to get that many cities on this map because this does not appear to be a big map. Kind of getting tech faster than we can use it right now. But we're up to 51 gold. All right, so what is this? I don't want to pay 70 gold. I can't pay for 70 gold. Sure, we'll boost research. That's the next tech we're researching anyway. All right, so that's done. Let's go straight for bronze working. That's very important so we can get our unique unit and also connect copper. Yeah, we're actually researching because we're getting cultural osmosis from the AI, plus we innately are a science civ. We're actually researching faster than I know what to do with. Okay, so I'd like to be on this river in case I need to plant the city on the river tile next turn. Because next turn we're at 61 influence. All right, 189. Obviously, we can't cash rush that yet. You guys be in the area in case I do want to drop a district over here, or an outpost over here, excuse me. I don't think I do, but just in case I would change my mind. Oh, that put us in their zone of control. Whoops. Oh well. I think you just keep wandering around in search of curiosities. Or kill a mammoth, but 1v1 is... Actually, no, now that the era is advanced, I can 1v1 a mammoth and it's not that bad of a fight. I was going to say, usually you lose 1v1 against mammoths, but now that I have scouts instead of tribal units, I can actually beat them. All right, let's get this outpost down. Oh, there was someone who still hadn't advanced into the era yet. What's this?
Tell me about yourself.
I will renounce. Wait, hold on. Let's see where this is. So they've put down an outpost here. I'm prepared to give them that, which will improve relations.
It would be best to let bygones be bygones.
Move on before I swat you.
Oh, great. Well, she didn't like that. Whatever. The opposite would have been worse. Yeah, so she is now claiming that. Oh boy. Scout riders and AI units. Yeah, this could be tricky holding this territory. Well, we're going to have to try. Gotta try. So I'm going to start moving my units up there to hold that territory if it comes under attack, which it quite possibly will. Have to try. They have a lot more units up here. Strength 19, strength 24. I cannot fight those units at all, but I'll see what I can do. Yeah, purchasing the horse did not actually ended up hurting me a fair bit. All right, so yeah, we need to get this under our control. So at least the Mycenaeans just planted down here. Hopefully these two will come in conflict with each other and leave me alone. It's not a great hope, but that's what we're hoping for. We just need to get production up quickly.
What do you want now? We would all benefit from.
Okay, well, I can't
Don't you think?
I can't pay that much money, so I have to refuse. Trying to build positive relations with these. Let's see if they also ask for. Well, that's less than great. They refused.
Forget all that? Become friends? No way.
Duly noted. I know you won't do it again.
Your yapping is tiresome.
Yeah, hoping that they will not come after me. At this point, I'm much more concerned about green AI, Alyssa, than I am about this other one who can't really reach me. All right, thankfully they just seem to be scouting at the moment. They have not attacked my unit, which was going to stay right there until I can bring my other scouts up. Scouts are not especially strong units, but 4 of them are better than 1. So it needs 3 turns. Okay. Yeah, you can just chill there for right now. Also, it's kind of crazy how fast I'm getting these cultural osmosis. I'm researching at a ridiculous rate for this early in the game. It's kind of like compounding with Babylon's unique ability. All right, so what's next? Is there anything that just gives me a passive bonus? Because I can't actually do anything with this. I guess writing would give me a passive bonus. This is not going to be too useful. Oh, you know what I should do? I should grab Organized Warfare because I really need the ability to reinforce in battle. I don't need any of this other stuff immediately. I can't even build the stuff I have because my tech's been advancing so fast. But Organized Warfare would be super handy. Yeah, we already have 5 techs research. We're not close to anything else in terms of stars. This city's almost finished that Maker's Quarter. All right, keep your fingers crossed that they don't attack here. This stack would absolutely annihilate Oh, wait, they're putting another outpost up there? What the heck? That's not even connected to the rest of it. How did they have enough influence? Oh, man. That's not good. Babylon's swordsman rush is very potent. I don't have the production for that. So they attached this, and then they also dropped an outpost that didn't connect with the rest of their territory. Jeez. Babylon swordsman rush. I can see that. Jeez. You just upgrade your warriors for money? Well, we'll keep that in mind. Could be a possibility. Now that they removed the iron requirement from swords, they made it so you don't need iron to build them. Well, I'll hold my money for the time being. Instead of like cash rushing this for 24, we'll hold this. Then I really need to build this and then probably get some food incoming afterwards. Also could look to connect our horses or something once we attach this. Build the food barns to get some food incoming because that's pretty cheap. Animal barns. Food building for horse is gonna, yeah, animal barns. Yep. I really don't like having these mammoths wandering around. Let's see if we can kill this mammoth. Oh, we can't attack from that tile. Okay, that was a good roll. Note that the animal was smart enough to move to avoid the zone of control, so it was only taking the attack from one side. See, I'd love to move here and attack, but I believe that's a double cliff. I don't think I can attack from there. All right, and it'll attack this unit, so we'll just defend. Okay, it attacked the other unit. 20 gold. We'll take it. These units will heal 20 HP because they're in my territory, so they'll be back almost to full instantly. And it didn't slow down their movement heading up there. Yeah, you just keep chilling there for the time being. When do we get to pick a civic, by the way? Apparently it's converted. Apparently their culture is overwhelming, which makes sense given all the bonuses the AI gets. At least we're finally going to finish this. Get us a little bit more production. And once we can attach this, which we should be able to do instantly as soon as the outpost is done, that should be quite nice because we'll get a lot of extra food from it. All right, so we got attacked here. I have the high ground. I can actually win this. Yep. As long as they don't run over and grab my... As long as they don't go and grab my banner is the one thing I'm worried about. They actually can't even do that this turn, I think. Because if they move here, I don't think they can then move another tile. Let's defend this round and see what happens. Okay, they were just... Alright, they just decided to suicide instead. Okay. Alright, they gave me a heart attack for a second. Can I actually kill this unit? It's close. Let's see if we can kill this unit. Get a unit off the board. Nice. Nice. Again, I did not initiate that battle. They attacked me. Alright. Merge these two together.
I said hello. Are we done now?
Again, I'm kind of doing everything possible to try to improve.
Move on before I
she is still unhappy with. But it says trust improving. Well, hey, I'll take trust improving for the time being. All right, so that went up. Is this thing done yet? No, it's still not done. All right, next turn we can attach that. All right, so in the meantime, let's get the pottery workshop. Super cheap. We can almost one turn it. And we need to get our influence increased. All right, let's get rid of another mammoth. I want that money. No, you up here, you up here. Remember, the AI, the animals will always attack, so I just have to take the high ground and defend. Put myself in good position. Even though the administrative center is a district, it's too advantageous not to attach it right away. Okay, I could attack for, but I think I'll just let it suicide instead. All right, I'll take the 20 gold. Killing these mammoths is amusing. All right, yeah, so getting rid of one of their units is kind of nice. Wait, they've got another district down here? Are you kidding me? How are they founding these so fast? This is insane. What? So, like, what? So they built a district, attached it, built an outpost that was not connected to their territory, and then built another outpost. What? How do they have so much influence to do that? Wow, that's nutty. Am I even going to get more than one? Am I even going to get more than one? Yeah, I'm aware that they have these, but these makers districts don't do that much. I guess the AI gets really big cheats on this difficulty. But remember, they need, I mean, they expand not based on production. They expand based on the Pink Lake. I don't know what you're referring to. What is this? Oh, this is a natural wonder. Oh, so they're getting plus 10 in. Oh, wow. That's why. Okay. Well, that explains where their influence is coming from. Yikes. Okay. This AI just feels insanely strong. What is this latest grievance?
How are you? I'm busy.
Okay. I can keep renouncing this.
Oh, it's not worth worrying about.
Wait, they attacked again? Who's the enemy? Okay. I think we just retreat from this because we can combine into a 4-stack. Yeah, we can just combine into a 4-stack. I didn't want to fight that battle. All right, let's attach this. No, attach. Because this is worth 16 food, 8 industry. That's, I mean, come on. I got to take the 16 food and the 8 industry. That's enormous. All right. Plus, this is now my territory. Now, I believe they have the ability that lets them walk in my territory. What civ are they in Mycenae? Nope, they don't have the ability. Okay. That's the expansionist. Okay. So we're just going to merge these together so we at least have a 4-stack in case they attack. All right, so we'll be able to build the pottery workshop, and then now we at least have 41 industry per turn. The other nice thing is we're back to having a decent food surplus again. So We can also now build 2 of these, although the yields seem to be pretty crummy for this thing. Still, we'll want it because the long-term benefit is +1 science per researcher and +1 researcher slot. But I think the next thing to do is connect resources as soon as this is done. I know it'll increase the cost of future resources, but let's at least get our copper, like get the copper connected, get the horse ranches down. And then that way at least we can train real units. We can train our unique unit. I wouldn't mind having a few of these on hand. Wait, is that what it does? Oh, it's +1 food per researcher too. That is nice. So that's quite nice like again, this is good long term. We need to build these before the era advances, but I don't think that I don't think they do that much to speed up the growth curve. Yeah, like I don't think they do that much to speed up the growth curve. +3 science per farmer's quarters. It's all right. You try not to build too many farmer's quarters though. I try to like have enough farmer's quarters that the cities grow at a decent pace, but at the same time also not have too many of them. All right, so so I'm already out of room to expand. It's turn 24 and I have no room to put another area down. What the heck? What is up with this? Well, this is nutty. I cannot believe how little room there was on this. I did not intend for this to be this cramped. There's one, I mean, but this is an offshore island. I guess there's room over there. Yeah, I guess we might as well. We could send a unit over here to set up an outpost. It looks like pretty low quality land. I don't have the tech to get over there though. You can't board until trade expeditions. Yeah, it's an island. Peace was never an option. I mean, geez. I did not intend for this to be a sardine can. I'm actually kind of shocked. I thought there'd be much more room than this on the map. But no, apparently we're on some extremely small island. Like, incredibly small island. Well, we'll see what we can do. Maybe we can take this away from the Nubians. Maybe. Because the Nubians, if they set up shop over here, that would be an opportunity to expand. But man, okay, well, different games, different maps produce different games. All right, at least they moved out of my territory. That was polite of them. Yeah, so let's start getting this. So what's more useful? The horse ranch gives 2 production to... What does the copper produce? All right, basically the same thing. Let's do the copper first. So we can build our unique unit if we have to. Thanks for the vote of confidence, by the way. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't survive until medieval. As I said, you kind of don't want to be involved in early conflicts with the AI, but I have nowhere to expand already. Well, there is one thing we could do. We could always try to raise this outpost before it gets finished. Now, that AI is not going to like that, but we could do it. Like, before they're able to set up... I think it's worth the effort to try. If I can even get over there in time, which I don't think I can. Not sure we can deal with Promoquay, which start with +4 strength. Yeah, that's not... I'm not going to lie, that's not great. I'm not going to lie, that's not great. I don't know exactly what that unit does, to be honest. I don't have a ton of experience with them. Stronger when attacking during the first round. My best hope is that these two get in conflict with each other. I'm a little surprised at the setup. This was not the game I was intending to play. 2 AIs literally right on top of me, with absolutely no room to expand anywhere. I was not really signing up to play that game, but sometimes the map shakes out that way. We'll at least see what happens. So I don't even know if I can get over there to like try to raise this before it's finished. I don't think I have the movement to do that. Yeah, that says it takes 5 turns, so... Oh, but that's just to be established. We can actually raise an outpost without declaring war, because it's just an outpost. It's not attached to anything. So far, the fame scores are about what you'd expect. Significantly ahead of where we are. So far, we've gotten, I guess, the expansion star and a science star. We'll be able to at least get the builder star and the first pop star without much trouble. Brown is super low. Yeah, what is going on? An AI should not be below me. It looks like that green AI, the other green AI is beating up on Brown. Yeah, the Harappans are the ones with the high fame score. They're being bullied. Probably they are. All right, so we've finished that. Let's get our horse ranches up now. I honestly don't even know if it's worthwhile to connect these things because we have no market quarters. I guess we could trade with the AI for some of them. We do want the tea deposit. A bit more expensive though. All right, so they established a second city at Knossos. We are going to try to do the daring thing of raising this and then replacing it with our own outpost. Just have to find the best spot, which is probably down here anyway. So we can at least get a second city, even if it's a weak second city. I'm just very concerned about green AI. Green AI looks incredibly powerful. Those gems are going to be pretty good. Where are the gems? The gemstones? We might not have gotten policies because of green's cultural dominance. Is that how it works? I literally have no idea how this works. Their culture, thanks to getting that pink lake, is just absolute supremacy everywhere. Whatever. We don't really need civics that badly. The whole way the civics work is bizarre. I don't really understand how they work, like, at all. First 2 policies you get with 5 pop total. Okay. Well, we're not there yet. At least we picked up organized warfare. All right, now we can backtrack for some stuff. Stoneworks. I mean, I don't have the production to build any of this stuff. Is it just writing for cheaper civics? And then that unlocks the House of Scribes, although we're not really hurting for research. What's the tech that unlocks the thing that scouts upgrade into? The scout runners? Oh, we already have that. Scout riders. We already have that. Yeah, I don't see a ton that we need immediately. Roads are a nice passive. Yeah, you're not wrong about that at all. I don't have enough pop to make use of this. I don't have enough mountains or stone fields to make use of this. I don't really have rivers. I guess I have some, but like I would build the granary before I would build the flood irrigation. It's just research is outpacing production in a massive way right now. So we'll just take the passive benefit from the roads. I think that's probably actually it's either that or get writing, decrease the cost of enacting civics. But we don't really need influence that badly because we don't have places to expand. Oh wait, did we not pick that up? Okay. Okay. So again, I will continue trying to improve my relationship. I can now trade for silver. How much does this cost? Okay, we don't have any research quarters, so that won't do anything. But when we build our unique district, it does count as a research quarter. Again, I will... She continues refusing non-aggression pacts, which is not great. What about the other AI? Did we... Okay, we didn't agree to anything with them. All right, this outpost has not finished getting established yet, so we can... Now, he is not going to like that, but I am not as concerned about this AI. If we can raise this and replace with our own outpost, at least we can get maybe a second city. That gives us a better shot, at least. So the easiest, yeah, it was weird to me when I first started playing the game. I finally realized that trade luxuries is best. So you're saying everything is the best way to go next. Okay, I will try that then. Luxuries, everything, then open borders, then non-aggression. Okay, it's weird that like the game doesn't tell you any of that whatsoever, but apparently that's kind of how it works. All right, let's finish getting our horse ranches, and then we'll build the animal barns. Because we'll have 3 horses, so it'll be worth 15 food. Pretty worthwhile. Still low on production. This will be worth building too, but it's still kind of expensive. Some AIs will do non-aggression without anything else. Oh, we almost can one-turn that. Oh well, we'll get some overflow. And we definitely are going to build the tea. We want the tea. I'll skip these for the time being. I don't think they're that useful, but we need the tea. It's unfortunate it keeps making the other districts more expensive. I think we do some infrastructure next. Like the lumber yard wouldn't be bad. Well, we need the animal barns because we've got all these horses. So yeah, still raising this. We should have enough influence to put an outpost down as soon as it's done, and then hopefully upgrade it. So far, the AI has not come across the border in a rage, thankfully. That was a quiet turn. All right, so we have 3... Well, you know, if this one AI wasn't in the game, I'd be feeling okay right now. Why do I have to be next to this monstrously powerful AI? Oh, wow. Okay. Just hanging in there for right now. You know. Anyway. So, yeah. Okay. Let's connect the... whatchamacallit? T? Is that what it is? Yeah, T. That's a 1 turn. And then we can get the animal barn. I wish the game would show you the... So how much food will this be worth? It's what, 2% extra food? 2% food per T. So we're currently making, what, 33? So that's not going to do much. That's like 1 extra food per turn, but it will scale well throughout the game. Again, note that there's just really not time to build a lot of units this early in the game. But, you know, maybe we can get some warriors and upgrade them long-term to swords. It's not impossible. AI might buy, and the AI can buy a resource too. It's true. Still standing though, which is good. I mean, how many of these osmosis events have we gotten? Yeah, apparently the Nubians had an interest in that resource. Oh, they both had an interest in it. Okay, wheel done. Writing next, because that also has a passive benefit. I guess we're just going to finish this whole era. Yep, and there it is. Access to your T was bought for 30 gold. All right, so we plundered that. Now let's get this outpost, replacement outpost set up. Now this is not the most encouraging place for a city to be set up. Is that 414 really the best? 415. Now we can drop a lighthouse. We can put a harbor down for food once we have that tech while it's an outpost. Hold on. Do we have that tech yet? No. So let's cancel this. I should have, because I'd like to drop a harbor for food. I can pay influence to get a harbor for some food. If I wish I had known that. You know what? Let's just reload to the start of the turn, and I'll put the overflow into that rather than into writing, because I could just insta-complete that. Yeah, the good part about the osmosis is the science. Although since I haven't even been offered a culture yet, I haven't had much of a choice so far. So this will be very weak on food, which is why I'd like to get the harbor, which will provide at least a little bit. This is not a very nice region, but better me have it than no one. So it looks like this is the best tile: 4 food, 15 production. Decent production-wise, but needs food desperately. Yeah, I'm just going to reload to the start of this turn and put the overflow into the tech that does harbors, because this outpost will be established right away. I don't want to waste time. What is this, turn 30? If I had known, I would have picked a different tech. Just putting the overflow into something else. Now, this is all a house of cards that could crash very quickly if green AI just decides that they want to train up some of their unique units and attack. Okay. So, same thing, that we're basically doing the same thing. It's just putting the overflow in a different tech. Put it in fishing. There we go. So we can unlock that harbor. Okay. Wait, what the? Wasn't I able to... What the heck? Why wasn't I able to plant that? What? Did the AI move in a different way? Did the AI move in... Oh, was I too slow to move my unit when I reloaded? No, but I was able to get to that tile before. The AI does different things when you reload the game? What the heck? What is with this game? They move their unit differently on a reload? What? The whole AI moving units on your turn is the weirdest thing. They really, really should just make this a turn-based game. No! New seed on reload. Civ 4 is not the same. Oh, come on. This is so stupid. Just let me move this unit. Is there a way to not have new seed on reload? Is that an option? In Civ 4, you specifically have to turn it off. By default, it's always the same when you reload. By default, it's always the same in Civ 4. Just this freaking unit running out of the fog every time. Fine, you know what? I'll just put it down here. It's 414 as opposed to 415. Who the heck cares? It's not that big of a difference. Whatever. Whatever. Just put it down on that tile then. Fine, you win. Okay. Yeah, they already bought access to my resource. Alright. So, what are we building next? We don't need to... I don't think we need to connect these resources, the gemstones. No, No, what are you doing? Go away. I don't want to build this. Okay. So what are we building next? We probably need to get our... Oh, I was going to build the animal barns. That's right. Animal barns, because they're worth 15 food plus 1 food per farmer quarters. So we need to get this. And then I think I might get the astronomy house. While I continue to just hope I will not get attacked. I would like to get... Because I need to get at least 2 astronomy houses down before the era ends. And we are actually accumulating fame at a solid pace, honestly. How are we doing on other stuff? So this will get us the 3rd expansion star once we control that territory. Builder star is coming along. Agrarian star is, I guess, coming along. Tech star is certainly coming along. Yes, extra production does carry over in this game. All right, so now we can drop, oh, what other resources do we have? So we've got another copper, that's nice. What's the luxury resource? Oh, wait, what's the luxury resource in this? Oh, we've got that +1 money per trader. Okay, yeah, not especially great, but something. What I really wanted was the harbor, because this district is going to be, this area is going to be so weak in terms of food. Oh, there's actually 2 of these things. Okay. All right, so now we need to get 160. So that's about 7 or 8 turns to turn this into a city. You go grab this. Okay. Take the 40 science, 15 influence. That shaves like a turn off of when we can turn this into a city. And we do heal. All right, so what's the next tech? Writing, probably. I mean, we should be able to like finish this whole era. Probably need to advance into the next era soon because we're going to be out of text or research. What exactly happens if we have so much science we have nothing to research because we can't get into the next era yet? I've never been in that situation before. Oh. So the way it carries over is if I highlight the animal barns. Oh, it doesn't show because it doesn't carry over. It subtracts the cost from, well, like when I hover here, see how it says 240? It'll say like 240 minus 53 from overflow, something like that. Oh, I'm a science affinity. Science affinities can research 1 era ahead. That's good to hear. Okay. Well, in that case, do I even want to research writing? Do I just want to research standing army and start getting swords? Or trade expedition so I can see what's on this island? Like, is there something in the next era? Because part of the reason why I've been clicking on these texts is because there's not a ton of stuff I want that badly. What about the next era? +1 city cap, research quarter. I already can build my own. I don't need actual research quarters until I'm done with my own unique unit research quarter. That would transport me overseas. This lets my cities protect themselves. Probably standing army is the only thing I really want. I don't think I can win a war with green AI, so I'm not super eager. Unless... That would be the play, though, would be get into the next era early, hit them with swords, and just, like, bushwhack them with swords. That would be risky, but... I mean, it'd be high risk, high reward. Like, if we were able to capture Gnosis... Just not sure I would do very well if I fight them. We are much less powerful than them. I'm not sure that I really want to go fight them. Much less powerful is not a positive sign. I think I want to continue to stay on their good side for right now. Oh, we finally get the civic options. Okay. +5 influence, done. This one I don't care as much about. Okay, so 23 influence per turn is nice. We'll be able to turn this into a city shortly. Yeah, I don't really want to fight these guys right now. It would be very tough to win an early war. I agree. Let's stretch this out and see if we can outplay them long term. Maybe we can get another territory on this offshore island, even if it's cruddy. We could always attach it to the capital or something, because that does touch up there. Who the heck knows? Or we could try to go after these guys, I guess, if we can get an open borders with green AI. I just think green AI is very strong, and I don't want to pick a fight with them. And we can renounce this. Keep trying to make them... At least we've gotten up to trust stable.
Are you kidding?
All right, so the suggestion was try trade everything. I'll try that next. Alyssa is just... like incredibly strong. I'm going to need to build some actual units at some point. I agree that building warriors, which are insanely cheap, and upgrading them to swords is probably the way to go. Swords only cost, like, these only cost 45 production. The problem is, it costs population, actually think I need to run a farmer specialist until I can get the animal barns done. And then that'll inject 15 food and I can run industry specialists. Yeah, I think we just need to, I think we do need to build some warriors and upgrade them into swords. And maybe one or two of these as well. But for right now, we'll continue going the econ route and hope that we can stay on their good side. At least we're about to get a second city. Oh, 45 gold. That's nice. Are these two at war, by the way? No, they're at peace.
You have my ear.
I'm not as worried about him. We're fairly comparable to them, even though they've got all the bonuses. It's just the green AI that's terrifying. All right, let's try the trade everything. Oh, so they have pearls, silver, tea. Okay, I'm buying this dye if I can. Yeah. This is like one of the most powerful resources in the early game, +5 industry per die. That's more than worth paying 38 gold for. How much is the tea? 68 more. This is no good until we build research quarters. This one we've already seen is what, plus per trader? No. So I'm not spending on the others. The tea I'll think about, but for now, let's see if we can do the trade everything as suggested.
We would all benefit from
They want my whole treasury for this.
I think you can do better.
I think I'm gonna say no. That's too much.
way to make this work. A first trade link. So many interesting questions arise. Barter or currency?
We'll keep an eye. We'll try again maybe down the road. What was the exclamation point? I don't know. I don't know what that was about. So we need 160 to turn this into. Although I might just spend 1 turn's worth of influence to connect the copper. Like, what's the yield for connecting this? 1 food, 3? Maybe. That is worth a fair amount of money. It's not terrible just to connect these with influence, because once I turn this into a city, it's not like I have much to do with the influence afterwards. I could adopt the civic I don't really care about. The absolutely overwhelming cultural pressure of these guys. They have 1, 2, 3. They have 4. You know, as bad as this might look like, they have 3 territories, and they have 4, and I'm gonna have 3. So it could be worse. Like, it's not that lopsided. Not as lopsided as it could be, at least. I think I'll definitely connect the copper with influence, and then I'll have to decide if I want to connect these. Probably is worthwhile because the base value is 3 gold. That'll pay for itself pretty quickly. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Okay, so still working on the animal barns. Still clutching. Oh, we found a warrior unit. Nice. So that'll be a unit we can just straight upgrade into a sword. So we definitely do need irrigation and masonry, but as soon as we're done with them, I'm going to go for standing army. So I can get those swords, just in case. Fishmonger I don't need. This is pretty weak, honestly. So we'll finish cleaning out the Ancient Age and then go standing army. You know, we're hanging in there on fame with everyone other than Green AI reasonably well. Like, we're very close. We're reasonably close to the Agrarian Star. We're close on the Science Star, too. Hold on, let me go back to the actual. So this we'll get when we pick up, whatchamacallit, when we turn that into a city, we get this. This we'll be able to get pretty easily. So that's 2 stars, and that's 3. Then we need 1 more. I guess they'll get the Agrarian Star. I guess that'll cover it. We're not getting the military one in this era. So yeah, I can't go in their territory yet, which I'm okay with because they're staying out of my territory for now. Let's keep the scout stack together. And then this warrior, I don't know, can go hang out over here for now. What units are they building over there? Spears? Okay. Interesting that we have vision on that. I guess because we have a trade with going on with them, or they're trading with me, something like that. They built a garrison, okay. Not an economic building. Don't have a ton for you to do. I guess you could hang out over here and see if we can spot anything. Wow, so many osmosis events. Minus 50% on create outpost, sure. Why not? What's the other option? Cheaper, attach it, whatever. I don't care. Works for me. Doesn't cost me money to pick it. This one, I want the +1 strength on units, but I'll probably just wait until I get offered one of the choices for free rather than spend influence, which I'm trying to accumulate for this city. Let's connect the copper. That's worthwhile. And if I'm going to connect these, I should do it immediately because I'll get more income coming in. You can chop forests for extra productions. That's true. I usually don't do that, but you're right, it is something they can do off in areas that are unlikely to be ever built on. Like, what would lumbered milling do here? Two turns. Okay, well, let's see what that does. I actually have not experimented with this before, so I'm kind of curious. All right, so I need 160. If I do nothing right now at 23 influence per turn, that would be 89 plus 23. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'd be 4 turns. If I spend to pick up these 2 resources, it delays it back to 19 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, it only delays it 2 turns. That's worthwhile. Because it's going to take a long time for me to connect these. And I just got 90 gold for that too. Okay. AI buying my resources as they're connected. Okay, apparently they just bought access again. Whatever, I'll take the money. And now we're up to 17 per turn. Okay. Great, you guys are interested in the resources. Great. You have fun with that. That does not increase the cost of districts here because this is not this region is not attached to it, although it does increase the cost of districts in this city. It's okay though. Also gives us stability nationwide. And the trader benefit if I were ever running traders, which I'm really not because I have more important stuff to do. All right, you were going to go check out and just see what you can spot over here. Yes, we're kind of... Oh, wait, did I never actually explored that corner either. Whoops. Should probably go see what's over there. We can do that next. I've never actually explored what's over here. There might even be another resource I haven't seen yet. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Our food went up by a good margin. And fortunately, the AI has been leaving this outpost alone. Like, there's actually no outpost left on this territory. Everything's been claimed. Okay, we can't really see much of that offshore island, but we might be able to get there first. We just have to research trade expeditions. That'll be our next tech after standing army. So writing, irrigation, masonry, standing army, then trade expeditions. If they get there before that, it's like whatever. It's okay. All right, so we finished that. I'm not building a harbor here. So we don't need to run this food specialist. We can run more production. Fortunately, we don't. One nice thing is I've been getting great science without even running science specialist, which is pretty cool. All right, so production. Since we have the coppers, it might be worthwhile to build this. This is +1 industry per maker's quarter and per adjacent maker's quarter. So that gives us 4 production on these two. And it also gives us another 10 from having 2 coppers. Right? I have 2 coppers, so I think this would be good. This is like 14 per turn. It's a pretty big increase. Green has a big army. Yeah, it's not looking great. That's not great. We can deal with this if we can get there. So I need like another dozen or so turns to get there. If they send this army across the border right now, I'm just dead and there's nothing I can do about it. Then we roll a new game next week and we try part 2 of the campaign. Yeah. But let's get some more production for right now. This is a good choice. And then the lumberyard, how many forests am I exploiting? I don't think I'm actually exploiting that many forests. I don't think that's, I mean, I have a couple, but forest, 1, 2. It's not that many. So the lumberyard's probably not that useful, honestly. One of the things I really, really wish the game would do is when you hover lumberyard, if it would tell you how much production you get from building it, that would be so helpful if it would just say like, hey, building this will give you 10 production or 3 production. Instead, you have to figure it out manually, and it's just a pain in the butt. There's no reason why the game should be like that. All right, anyway, so we'll build this, and then we might crank out a few warriors for upgrading. Yeah, I do not like this, Sam. I do not like these 24 strength units. Oh, and they've got more of them over here. Okay. I'm just gonna hang out over here. Don't mind me. I'm your friendly neighborhood Stegosaurus. Don't mind me. Don't come after my unprotected outpost here. Anyway, so what did that chop actually do? I wish I knew what that had actually done. Evidently, I got some kind of benefit from it, but how much I legitimately don't know. Oh well. Like, it doesn't say. I really wish it would say what this did. Oh well. I'm going to assume I got some kind of benefit. Although whether I actually did is still a little unclear. All right, so 160. Yeah, we need just a couple more turns there. About 5 more turns. Yeah, about 5 more turns. They forgave thee, destroyed my outpost. Well, that was very nice. The Nubians are actually pleasant towards me. Cool. So I'm going to take +6 faith on main plaza. This is 2 faith on main plaza, 2 faith on administrative center. I'm going to have 2 cities, so that's will be worth 12 faith, worth a lot more.
Now, things that one generation learned can be
okay, we got a little faith from discovering writing.
Something more reliable than campfires.
Okay, we are a good ways behind in fame, but that's okay. We can catch up in later eras. We're a little bit behind. Not looking great, but it is early. We're close to getting a couple stars here. Remember when Brown had 90 fame? Yeah. What happened? How did they catch up? What the heck did they do? Anyway. Yeah, I don't know what they did to catch up. Still trying to see what's over here while avoiding their zone of control. No, fame does not represent the state of the player. That's right. Okay.
Greetings. I hope you don't mind if I stare.
I will try to trade everything next turn. I actually have more money now, so I'd be more willing to give them money. That's what they want. How much do they want from this? All right, this is 68. I will pay for that. Get a little bit more food. These are kind of quiet turns, which I'm fine with. Yet another osmosis event. This is not the one that I wanted, but I don't want to defy it, so I'll just enact for right now. Trade route blocked. Violence is temporarily halted. So they demanded I give them a territory. Is that what they did?
Territory. That's the only way you can appease me.
Unimpressive.
I'm just gonna not respond to this. She is being a real pain in the butt. Trust deteriorating rapidly. That is not great. That is less than great. We are much less deteriorating rapidly. It's like I have tried very hard to cannot be done. Okay. So like war is coming. I don't think I can do a whole lot unless I can get here. I don't know if I have 9 turns to get there. So we're just gonna very quietly. She's either ready to go right now or we'll go with 100 war support. Well, we're just gonna say and do nothing for right now. And I am going to start training some warriors for upgrading. This AI has kind of been max aggression ever since the start of the game. If we can spam out warriors and hold for a couple turns, I actually think we can fight at least to some degree if we can get up to swords. Don't know if we can get there. And in fact, it probably, in retrospect, if I had known this was going to happen, I would not have gone for writing. I would have just headed straight there. But I was trying to finish out the scientist star in this era. Well, let's get some warriors. They are extremely cheap to build. The problem is they cost population. It's really the population more than anything else. I mean, they only cost 25 production. So, and we've got money. We just need to get into a position where we can upgrade some of them. I mean, these units are pretty cheap, and they're not terrible either. In fact, let's build one of these for right now. Because I can spam out the warriors on like the last turn before this finishes. Let's get our unique unit, because this will actually help us right now. Yeah, let's get some of our unique unit. We're gonna hang out down here for right now in preparation. Let's pray that we can hold out for 9 turns. We should get more osmosis events. Oh, non-aggression pact. That sounds great.
With great discomfort, I accept your...
Why did he say with great discomfort? I am very pleased.
Tremendous.
Cool. Well, he likes me. Now, do these upgrade? There's no upgrade available. I thought that these things upgraded into scout riders, but I guess I'm wrong. I think they don't upgrade until you get to horsemen, which come along later. They're down here. I think they upgrade into this unit. So you guys just chill for right now. That's true. I could turn. Oh, that's a great. Holy cow! That is such a great idea. Thank you, Shields. That is exactly what I should do. I should turn them into population and then they become warriors. Perfect. I'll do that starting next turn because the warriors cost almost nothing to build. I mean, they cost what? They cost 32 production, whatever. So I can do 2 per turn if I want. You can disband them anywhere in the territory. Okay, well, I'll wait until next turn. I had not thought about that. It would also be nice if we could get the agrarian star before we transform pop into units, but we'll see what happens. All right, you are okay for right now.
This emblematic unit is a symbol of pride and power for your empire. Let's hope they're worth the price.
Okay. All right, so move you up here. Yeah, I'd like to get that potentially. Do we hold off for like one turn to get the agrarian star? Let's hold off one turn and get the agrarian. Actually, you know what? Oh, I was going to say I can merge this in, but then I'd lose a unit. Let's wait one turn. But then I need to build something for a turn. Because I do want to get this. I know it's not much fame, but I do need to get into the next era. Because like I still only have, how many stars? I only have 3 stars. Yeah, I kind of need this agrarian star. Where is it down here? It's only 79 fame, which is whatever. But I need to get 7 to get to the next era, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I get the 7. So I kind of need to not do that for a turn. Let's put a turn into the astronomy house. Can't you complete these even after the era's done if you have some production in it? Isn't that right? Like, as long as you've invested some production into it, you can still finish it. Okay. So yeah, let's get that down. Main goal is surviving, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, you chill for a turn. You chill for a turn. Okay, so that gets us the agrarian star. Nice. Okay. Now we'll do this. Okay. So let's merge you. Where's the... Oh, it's on the individual unit, right? Okay. So this should take the city to pop 6. There it goes. Okay. So now we're going to slot in you. And we can build 2 of these this turn. So let's do that. Okay. I actually have to make sure the city doesn't starve. So that's why I'm glad I didn't do all 4 at once, because that would just drive the city into starvation. All right, but so it can 2-turn both of the warriors. We'll get them. So by the time this is done, we'll have 5 warriors. Yeah, 5 warriors, and then they can all become swords. And then maybe we fill that out with, I don't know, a couple more. I want at least 2 or 3 of this unit too, because that's really handy to have. Yes, thank you, Headwinder. You're completely correct. So we're going to need a name for our new city. Because it's not going to be Sipar. Alright, so you... let's get... Do we want the influence? No, we have 41 influence. That's a lot. That's plenty for right now. I think I want you to build this. Even though... No, I need production here. Gotta go. We need to get production going. Even though it means we probably will not finish this district. We need to start getting... I need the city just time to develop. This is not a strong spot. Also, you need to work industry. That'll lower the build time. Bits and pieces. Not a bad suggestion. I hope folks are seeing why I think this game is a pretty compelling strategy game. Like, this is a... This is a real challenge. It's not easy. And it's certainly an entertaining one. All right, so we need one more district, which we can do by knocking out a resource, if nothing else. And we'll get this when we get the tech. And I'm going to want to get into the medieval era so I can get a new benefit, a new culture. Maybe we'll get something with a, really good unique unit that can help us, or something like that. AI is piling up a lot of fame, which we are not, but we can always get more fame in the later eras. Again, the AI is at its strongest in the early game. They are weaker as the game goes on. Just got to believe me on that. All right, so far we have not been attacked. Just give me 6 more turns. She may just be waiting for it to get to 100, as you said. Needs a little bit more polish, but it's not bad. Yeah, I'm sure that religious-wise, where's the religious screen? I'm sure we will also convert to the AI's religion soon enough. Mycenaean polytheism. My religion barely even registers. It's just like green AI is like everything. All right, so you two come merged up here. But like now we actually have some units. Now we still lose and lose badly to these units, but at least now we're like strength 19 as opposed to strength 13. All right, so Caesarea, I want you to build 2 more warriors. And we should have enough to upgrade right around 5 units. So I think that ending up with 5 warriors should be perfect. All right, so disband. It's on the individual unit menu. Okay. So again, making sure the city doesn't starve. All right, that works. So if we have 5 warriors, what if we had like 5 warriors and then 3 of these Saba, Sa, whatever, Kasti things? That might be like, how are we looking in terms of strength in comparison to the AI? Strength weaker. Okay, but at least we're not much weaker. How about
You have my greetings, but that's all.
we are much less powerful than them. Okay, well, still much less powerful. They're about to hit 100 war support, which is less than ideal. And we're still 5 turns away from this, so this could get ugly, but we'll see what happens. Maybe if I can hit them with 6 units compared to their 4, I can hold out, but I don't really like the notion of fighting against that stack without swords. We'll see what happens. Oh, you think weaker is their strength, so you're stronger than the Nubians. Is that true? Are you sure? I'll take your word for it, but I could be, maybe that's wrong. Or at least maybe we're comparable. Theirs says overwhelming, which is, they are the predator and you are a likely prey. Best start running. Holy cow. I appreciate a game that's just like the AI is much stronger than you and they're coming to kick your ass. By the way, as much as, I'm kind of like a little bit terrified playing this game, it is a great sign for the long-term history of this game if I can play on the highest difficulty and the AI can kick my butt. That is a great sign because I have not gotten that from a strategy game in a while. Really, like Civ 4 can do that. Civ 4 is brutal on the highest difficulty, but Civ 5 and Civ 6 were not, and it was a huge disappointment. So I am not disappointed about this at all. Hey, we got an osmosis event. Nice. That is very timely. Thank you for that osmosis event. So what can we get? -2 science. Okay. We'll take the -5 stability. I don't care about -5 stability. All right. Well, I haven't been attacked just yet, so that's a plus. Bits and Pieces is actually up to 2 pop now. All right, I think I need to run a food specialist here, unfortunately. This would be a great place to spend money if I didn't have to use it to work on my economy. All right, that's just a scout unit over there. All right, I said I wanted to get another of these units, 2 of these units, to fill out this group. So like this one is 3 warriors and 1 of these, and this is 2 warriors and 2 of them. It's not the production that's the issue. It's losing all the population is a little bit sad, but at least cities grow faster at smaller pop sizes. So we'll get the Scientist Star next turn. We're actually not that far away from the Influence Star, which is one of the ones I rarely get. And then we need one more district to finish. I definitely want this district because that's 170 fame. I really need that fame. If I can be close to 1,000, I should be around 1,000 fame at the end of this era, and that's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. But yeah, I'll need one more district, so I can always just connect a resource, though, for that before advancing the era. Yeah, I could always just, like, if this isn't done, I can just complete a resource. All right. So you just chill here for right now. I'm holding back here because if they move in and attack here, I can respond. But that also means if they attack in this direction, I can respond. Could also add an archer. That's true. Archers can be pretty useful. But this is 22. I like the 22 strength anti-cav. The AI tends to build a fair amount of cav units. Maybe we'll get really lucky and we'll get a classical era that has a ranged unit. Like the AI does like to build range. And this is only 63 product. I guess they're the same cost. I don't know. I like having the unique units. I think I'm going to build the unique unit, but it's not a bad suggestion at all. All right. Okay, so we managed to make it to the new era. So that'll, or the new tech. So that'll unlock. Does that? No, we actually still can't see iron. We still can't see iron because it's advancing into the classical era that reveals iron on the map. But unless it's right there, we probably don't have any. It's actually kind of lucky that swords don't require iron anymore, because otherwise we'd be not in great shape here. All right, let's upgrade these. Oh, they only cost 90 to upgrade? That is cheap. What's the upkeep cost on them? All right, so they are expensive in terms of upkeep. That's more the issue. We're going to be down to very little gold after this. Gold per turn, I mean. And flat gold. There we go. All right, now we look a lot better, right? Now we actually have a chance of like actually beating a force like that. You can, there is, oh, there is iron. Huh, never mind, it was just revealed. Okay, well that's pretty good, because we absolutely might need that. All right, one more of these. Three, actually I'll do this to get the growth in 2 turns. Because I lose the ability to build this once I advance the era. Yes, we'll do this, and then we'll connect... Oh, we can connect the iron. Yeah, we'll just connect the iron for our last district. We'll get the Estate Star, and then we'll build the iron for the Builder Star, and then we advance the era. Okay. Now we do actually have to finish these techs. I am going to finish irrigation and masonry, and then we'll see what we need most after that. My capital is pop 4. Absolutely. Good job, buddy. Let's go ahead and trade everything. 51 gold for copper sounds fantastic. That's plus 5 production in my capital. Sounds great. Now I'm going to need to get some money. Fortunately, I got some money from him buying stuff off me. Okay. 3 copper. Unfortunately, the resources we bought from Green AI got canceled.
Why do you come here to waste my time?
Still says overwhelming strength. But it doesn't say they are much stronger than us anymore, unless that's what overwhelming is supposed to mean. We'll hang in there for right now. At least if they cross the border now, we've got swords on hand. But I'm still not really looking to pick a fight with these guys. All right, so let's get that iron connected. All right, I don't need a food specialist here. Now we can finally let the city grow a little bit. All right, so this will complete in, actually exactly, now I was going to say in 2 turns, but exactly next turn. And then let's drop this for bits and pieces so that we can go back and finish this even after the era is advanced. It has to have some production invested in it. It's not enough to just have it in the queue. You have to have invested some production. Oh yeah, I could have put the iron mine into the queue, and then the overflow would have gone into it. That's okay. No, it's not a bad suggestion at all. All right, so we're not dead meat here. We actually have a non-garbage force. By the way, the AIs, how many AIs have advanced the era? So far, 1 AI has been taken, Persia. The AI really likes Persia, by the way, in the classical era, and it's not either the AIs on my continent. Please, please, please do not have, please, please, please do not have Green take the Huns. I would actually love it if I was the Huns, because I have no cities to expand right now. Could we maybe roll the Huns here? That would be amazing if we could roll the Huns. I don't think we can, but I mean, here's hoping. Because if you take my force, which is like infantry, and then add Hunnic hordes on top of it, I could actually go toe-to-toe with these guys and be okay. Anyway, I do need masonry because stoneworks is very useful. All right, I'm going to play in this session up to the end of this era, which is going to be very soon. Only another turn or 2. Okay. Remind me later. It'll be next turn. We're just going to finish the Builder Star. Is that it? We don't have anything to do this turn? Okay. Bits and Pieces goes back to this. And we'll finish the astronomy house next. Bits and Pieces is like totally undefended. True, we don't have a ton of outposts, but you know, we do have an outpost right here. I don't know if that counts as an outpost. It's an attached outpost. All right, well, yeah, so I mean, like, in terms of fame, obviously we're in last place, but if we can hold on, if we can not die against green, Alyssa, like, if we could just have a war where we captured Knossos, or even better, her capital, that would be amazing. Like, if we could take one of her 2 cities, we would really flip the script against her. Like, if we got in a war, if we could capture Knossos and, like, raise this outpost and attach it to Bits and Pieces, we'd be in so much better shape. Regular outpost, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. You can use an outpost to buy them with influence. That's pretty nice. All right, well, this will be the... So we're going to advance... We'll finish this iron mine, and now that gets us, yeah, a Builder Star. So now we'll be able to advance the era. We'll finish masonry. Iron was purchased by somebody. Oh wait, no, Persia is one of the AIs I know. It's these guys. Is there any chance we could like get a full alliance going here so that we can work together against green?
We would all benefit from growing
okay.
Closer, don't you think?
So the 2 of us are getting closer and closer. We'll wait a little bit longer, but or do we just try this right now? It doesn't say that. I mean, why not?
We would all benefit from growing closer.
I don't have enough for that. Okay.
Make me a better offer and see what happens.
I have to refuse for now. Okay, well, we can try again. Even though that did cost us a little influence, that's okay. We'll try again, maybe once we have some more money. If we can ally with them, that could be pretty nice. Okay. Boost research. I don't care about this tech at all. Just want to finish masonry. So we'll just boost research, finish masonry. I think it's trade expeditions next, honestly. I want to be able to go overseas. It's either that or go for mounted warfare. Kind of behind economically because we've had to build all these units, but we also need to not die, which is kind of important. So All right, let's. But hey, look at this. We got up to 1100 fame. Obviously, that's still in last place, but I'll take it. And let's advance the era, shall we? All right. So Persia's off the table. Yes, Bits and Pieces did put production. Great question. See, it's got. See how it has 21 out of 143, so it will be able to finish that. I would have liked to have been able to get double astronomy houses here at Caesarea, but I don't think it's worthwhile delaying for that. We'll just get the one. Because it would be really nice to have +2 food per researcher, but it is what it is. Okay, so choices we have. We have Axumites who are 1, Greeks who are 2, Carthaginians who are 3, please not Carthage, Celts who are 4. Celts would not be super useful here. Goths could be quite useful just because of their unit. Like, give me a very strong mounted unit. Huns is already mentioned. Hunnic hordes would be would not mind having Hunnic hordes. Marians. Oh, these would be nice just because they've got the elephant. This would be actually really nice to have. Give me the Marians, please. A ranged unit, yeah. Give me this unit and I actually feel reasonably confident about fighting. Mayans. Actually, the Mayans would be nice too. I would not mind because I could really use the production. They get extra production. They got a production district, and this is just like an archer unit that doesn't suck. Also, that really weird ability, Poison, applies a poison status to the target. Well, anyway, and the Romans are pretty awesome too, just because Praetorians are nice units. They'd also be a good fighting unit. I don't need them as much, but because I already have swords. But hey, rear attack applies whenever an ally is adjacent. Ooh, that's nice. I have never played as Rome before. That would be thematically appropriate at least. All right, so how many are there? We're not sticking with Babylon. That is not one of the options to stick with the same old, because we're playing different cultures in each one. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got 9 options here. All right, you guys can see this, right? Random.org. Okay. 1 through 9. Go. 5. I don't know what that is. Back to Humankind. 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goths. Okay. Not quite what I wanted. Not quite what I wanted. Okay. It was 1 away from Huns, which would have been nice. But +10. So let's see. +10 combat strength when ransacking on unit. This was probably not one of the stronger choices, honestly. Gothic calves. Let's see. So this, yeah, faith special building is not. So what does this building give? Influence and faith? Ugh. Yikes. That is a bad special unit or special district. Ugh. And Gothic, I mean, the Gothic calves not bad. +3 influence is not terrible, true, but it's certainly not great. Like this is not bad. I don't have any mounted units right now, so this is not bad. Let's see. So they get the charge bonus. So basically, this civ is very good at ransacking. This would not have been my choice. It not being any district is terrible. Yeah. +2 influence on garrison is also kind of weird. Like I don't typically build garrisons, so this is not an especially good roll, unfortunately. I would have much preferred getting Huns or Marians or Mayans or Romans. But the dice are what they are, so we are the Goths. This honestly does not feel like a very good culture at all. It seems like they maybe need a bit of a buff. All right, we are the Goths.
Urban centers grow. Both ideas and sewage are generated at a record pace.
Could try garrison happiness instead of commons quarters, I guess. Well, we'll see what happens. Really, really would have liked to have been the Marians there. Give me the production or the Mayans.
It's not really a question of intangibles with the Goths. There were a lot of tribes and a lot of travel.
It's more that I don't really need stability at the moment. Stability has not been a major concern. Violence has halted the selling of your horses. Okay, well, whatever. Here's our district. We can put it down for faith, I guess. You know, all that faith we don't have. Everything seems to be converting over to Nubian polytheism. All right, so like, why does no one follow my religion? 6 faith produced for my... Oh, wait, because there's no holy site districts for my... Because there's a... Because, okay. Because the Mycenaeans have a holy site. If I built a holy site, then I would probably actually be able to hold my own territory. But do I even care about that? It's not like religion does that much. It's kind of weak in the... I have so many other things I need to invest production in. I can't really see myself spending 10 turns to build this. So probably not. What's more likely is we take over someone else's territory and switch to their religion. Okay. Where's our unique unit? It's over here at Mounted Warfare. I mean, 29 strength is nothing to sneeze at, but I never really like the mounted unique units as much because they can't fight in cities. They're useless if the AI just hunkers down behind walls. Anyway, so we're still alive for the time being. So for the time being, we're still alive. We'll try to get out some more. We'll see if we can get up to our unique unit and build some of them. They'd be a nice complement because we've already got infantry units. So 26 strength, 22 strength. Yeah, we'll get up to. You know what? We'll research this because I wouldn't mind trying to see if I can plant an outpost over here. It's not like my influence is doing all that much. Can always attach it to the capital if nothing else. And then we'll build some of our units if we're still alive. And if we're not still alive, then it's time to go next. Anyway. All right, so that's a good stopping point because we've just advanced to the new era. Oh, we're also a militarist. What does this let me do? Can periodically call upon... Wow, this ability sucks. This is a terrible ability. 4 pop to get 13 strength units. Okay, that sucks. Anyway, we will pick this up next week. Hopefully we don't die. It was not the game I was expecting, but it's been interesting so far. Thanks for joining me, and have a great weekend, folks. See you again next time. Take care. Bye, guys.